I
like
don't know. Well, yeah.
I feel like that's one of the best like points Omni-Man makes when like trying to explain to Mark like why they have to do what they have to do. Um like that is a really like compelling kind of reason just to like sit with and think about like, oh, like everyone I know is gonna die like in front of me. Or I could join this army of Viltrumites that will live forever and they will be my family. But I feel like they wouldn't even feel like family. They
Yeah.
like a bunch of people who,
Right.
but
I
I
feel
think
like Mark should be like, show me a Viltrumite as bad as Adam Eve, and then we'll talk. Although Adam Eve might be fucking oh shit, I don't know if I can say that, but she might be like immortal in her own way. Like I don't know what with her powers, like she can maybe extend her life, possibly. Um,
I mean we'll
but
talk about it in another episode.
yes, yes.
uh,
Um,
you're stupid.
Tune in next week and we'll talk more about that.
Talk about our girl Adam Eve. Adam,
Um, Adam Eve.
let's talk more. One other thing I want to point out is one of the craziest lines where Omni-Man calls Debbie a pet.
Mm.
When Mark is like, "You love me, like you love mom, like what?" And Omni-Man's like, "I love Debbie like a pet." Crazy line.
Yeah, that is crazy. And it's crazy also like watching having seen season two, like definitely Nolan's feeling a lot of like remorse for his
Mhm.
actions, and season two ends with him being like, I think I miss my wife. Um,
Are you
and
sure?
so I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think he like when he says that he thinks of her kind of like as a pet, like maybe like in the moment he doesn't really he's kind of just saying that. Like it's not like a I don't know if it has the same like weight to him as it does like Mark hearing that or Debbie hearing that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's a brutal line. Um, but hey, people really care about their pets.
It's true.
People really I live with one of my roommates has a cat and she's very annoying, but my roommate still loves her. So our
Nick,
friend Kate has a cat,
yeah,
and apparently that cat's annoying too.
it's true. Megan, that's how I feel about you.
I'm a pet.
No,
Yeah,
sometimes you're a little bit annoying, but I still love you.
thanks, thanks. I kind of feel the same.
I'm never annoying.
Never, never. Probably
Let
the perfect friend.
That's me. If anyone, if you want to put in your application for me to be your friend.
Yeah, guys, post grad is kind of is rough, and we all need more friends. So hit up at Bree at Gmail or whatever it is.
That's my email. Okay, let's talk about the fight between Nolan and Mark.
Yes, yes. It's it's pretty nuts. It kind of just it's like a pretty long sequence. Takes up, I mean, kind of the first half of the episode really. Um, and it's pretty violent.
Yeah.
It's just really like wow, like none of these people really like deserve any of this, but they're just kind of caught in it because Nolan's really just trying to make a point. And I kind of respect a show that is just brutal, like to its characters.
Yeah.
Um, Um, yeah, and Mark just cannot keep up with him.
Mm.
Um, he gets in a few hits, uh, but mostly he can't. There's that moment when they like kind of make their way into like I guess it's downtown Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Um, and Nolan like topples this building, and Mark is trying to save people, and then he like it's a really grotesque moment, but he like pulls someone's like hand, and then it's just like their like severed arm,
And like
and he
they're
realizes
both.
like, oh yeah, yeah, he just couldn't save him. And then he has like a moment of anger, and he does like get some hits in. And we've talked in the past how I think the Viltrumites don't have adrenaline, but since Mark
Mm.
is half human, he does. And so I feel like when he is really worked up, like it kind of works to his benefit. Um, so he does get some hits in, but then it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Um, and then I mean we can go straight into the the train sequence.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go to. It's just like
Yeah.
one of the most brutal scenes. And we get like different angles of it, but I think definitely like the worst angle of it is the POV shot of Mark just like going in to all of these people. And
Yeah.
it's like it's not essentially that like the train is crashing that's killing everyone. It's Mark's body like running into all of these people. Like he is killing.
Yeah. Right, right, right.
Like yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. I think about that every time I'm on like the subway in New York. I think about that scene a lot. Um, just also because like the like metal poles are always like centered in the train, and that means he's probably like hitting all of those, but they just like topple like he is invincible, and so um
Yeah.
it would suck to be Mark and be put through that like just it probably still hurts like um but also just that like how you're just like killing people by they just break against you.
Yeah.
It's really horrific and just a really creative. I don't know if that sequence is in the comics or not, or if it's ripped from, or if it's just made for the show. Um,
Let's see.
but it's probably one of the show's most memorable uh sequences.
Just from like a really quick Google search, it looks like, oh, I don't know. It looks like maybe the train scene doesn't happen the way it happens. Yeah, okay, it looks like, yeah, it looks like the train scene doesn't happen. It does happen, but in a different way in the comics. Um,
Oh, okay.
that's crazy that they thought of that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The guy who thought of that was like his brain was somewhere else.
And that's pretty cool to just like conceptualize
Yeah.
creative kills and stuff. I'm pretty sure because Omni-Man is like a playable character in like the newest Mortal Kombat game.
Oh,
And I'm pretty sure like his I don't know if it's the fatality, but I think there's like when you play as him, you can like in some sort of like interaction or cutscene or whatever, like he does the train move. It might be for the
oh yeah.
fatality.
Oh yeah, it is.
It
It
is okay.
looks like maybe.
Um,
That's crazy. Ugh.
yeah, that's sick. I would love to play as Omni-Man Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, if you're listening. Um,
Send us the PS5 and Mortal in the game.